today we're gonna be putting these seats off of, I want to say a Prelude, I'm not fully sure, into the FreeRX, which has, it came with this seat in the passenger and this seat in the driver. These came out of my uncle's EK hatch and they're hella clean, super clean, no tears or nothing on this one. This one has just that tear right there, and on the lumbar support or whatever, there's a rod. Where's it at? Just, oh, there it is. There's a rod right here that'll dig into your back. That was the only issue he had, which is why he replaced these seats. If you put it all the way, you can't even feel it. But if you put it normal, how most people want to say it, you feel it right there. Sub bruiser. So, like I said, it was in an EK hatch, so we're gonna have to probably modify the rails to fit in here. We do have that rail on the passenger seat, so if we could fit that up, that'd be cool. And this one also has a rail, so we could fit those rails up. That'll be cool. If not, we'll probably be modifying those. I don't know. We'll be modifying.
Yeah, those ones are gonna have to look at. These are flat on the bottom.
Yeah. So we'll probably be modifying one set of rails.
Oh, but this one's an aftermarket, bro.
Because I doubt
Yeah,
those are plug and play. Maybe we'll put this storage compartment back here just to kind of fit up the whole car. Put everything in the back. H22 head. Put it back in the garage. Put the bumper back on the Integra. I don't know, somewhere over there. Parts B16 head. Put that back in the garage. Clean up all of our wheels and all of our mess out here. All of our mess out here. And then get these seats into the car. All right, so we put all this shit in the back. Pulled this out. Pulled all the trash out, whatever. We'll take everything, throw it away when we're done. All this we'll go through, put all the plastics back. If you look, it's quite a mess. That needs bolted on. So we're gonna take this seat out right now and put everything back together, like the plastic over there, the plastic we're missing here, stuff we're missing, like just all around up in here. So hopefully it'll start looking more like an actual car. Fix some of the wiring mess that's going on. There's some weird stuff going on.
kill switch.
And he's gonna start on the wiring. I'm gonna pull this seat out. We're gonna vacuum all this up, clean up all the plastics. Cause I mean,
Leather tin off.
look at these doors. Yeah, that's the other thing we're gonna do. Is we're gonna get this nasty. Look at that. This tint's all crumbling. I mean, it's not good at all. So we'll probably pull this steamer out, steam all the plastics. We have a bunch in here too that need steamed and put back where they belong. Like, look, all these are missing. Up there missing. On the whole climate control's missing. And so yeah, let's put everything together. We got some wheels that came with this. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned or not, we got the seats for free too. So the total price on this build so far, still $0. Big boy zero. So this isn't a build like most people can achieve. Most people wouldn't be getting a free car. I mean, with money, of course, you could achieve this clapped out look, but this is like a low budget free build like most of our cars are, you know? So, I mean, these seats came for free. I would have liked to put Del Sol seats in because I love the way Del Sol seats look, and considering the Del Sol is like the next gen CRX, I would like to keep it just basically an updated version. But these are free, these are clean, and these will look good in a cleaned up interior of a CRX. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to work on that, and I'll update you guys later. Seats out. Getting, my brother's doing the wiring in the engine bay with the ground and all that weird shit they had going on. I'm gonna get the shop vac right now. Shop vac. Start cleaning all this up, all that mess up. It's not that bad over there, to be honest, but still gonna get cleaned up. Worst comes to worst, I'll pull the carpet out and we'll pressure wash it and whatnot, because this car deserves that at the minimum, you know? Deserves to be clean. Are the seats comfy?
Yeah.
Bet. So, yeah. Soon to get it. Damn, that is disgusting. Let's get some update. That's all messed up. That's where that little mat goes. We don't have. That's pretty dirty because I tried to vacuum it out good, but and right here I'll probably have to either pop the carpet up or take it out. Either way, just clean in those crevices. This got vacuum. I'll probably pop this up, clean all that. That's like a stain. Focus. I kind of vacuumed this off. I'm gonna do a better job right now. This is a bunch of glass. So much stuff in here. And I mean, there's nothing really in there, so I'll just bolt that back up and then I'll work on getting this cleaned up over here. That top little deal, I don't even know what these are, just storage cubbies. So I'm gonna work on getting all this glass out right now, and then I'm gonna work on this side. I shouldn't even be touching half this stuff, dude, but clean all this dirt out, and then this tint's coming off here. We'll probably have to do, I mean, this honestly don't feel that bad, but I would like a darker one when we go back to tint it. Obviously we don't have our mirrors, but everything on the interior needs to get cleaned up. Like, I mean, look at this plastic right here. All this needs to get cleaned up. It didn't come with any speakers, none, no radio. So what I'm thinking is maybe a cheap little head unit, some decent little speakers. I don't know, maybe $100 for all four, and then I have a cheap sub and amp, that the little kicker that maybe we'll run in here, just so it's not too horrendous to drive. Yeah, get back to work cleaning all this over here, routing that up right, instead of, it was routed from there all the way across through the firewall, up under there, all the way around over here to a switch to another wire that was mounted right there. So I don't know why that was done. I don't care. That's why actually I'll probably pull that out right now. Oh, but I just finished up. Could do a little more. All the glass and clean up that side. Come in. I don't know if today we're gonna do it. I want to mount the seats up and get them in place. But carpet's honestly not too bad, just for what this car is, especially on a build, you know, a budget build that is. So yeah, got all that glass out, lifted this carpet right here back a little bit, cleaned it up, kind of went back over this again, went over that. That side looks honestly really clean. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this ground wire out, pull it out. I mean, we'll save the wire for if we do a sub or if we ever need some ground wire, I guess. And yeah, we're almost ready to start working on getting those seats mounted in. Over ready to put our passenger and driver seat in. And yeah, FreeRX still has $0. Old CRX seat, old CRX bottom, CRX pan, EK seat, the EK rail, EK pan, and the EK bottom, CRX rail, CRX rail, old EK rail. C-swap, update, she's in. Show you guys, got front bolt, other front bolt, rear bolt, and this one we lost the rear bolt, so that's why it's still kind of shaky. The rails are kind of whack, just that's how the rails are. We should have lubed them up and cleaned everything up. It's fully functional. We couldn't get this plastic back on, and that one we were just like whatever. Got the seat belt on, so like I said, that bolt we couldn't find it, so yeah. We can't get the driver's seat in of the matching seat because we don't have another pan and set of rails. So I'm probably gonna go to the junkyard tomorrow and get that. And that'll be our first cost of this build if I go tomorrow and get that. Other than that, the seat, it doesn't sit too high up to combat. I didn't show you guys. That's my bad. We just were getting busy. To combat like the seat compressing. Let me see if I can find that piece. Because for those of you who have done this, anyways, you know that the seat falls down because the foam, there's not enough foam in there. So we cut the foam. I threw it away. Let me see. I'll show you. We cut the foam out where it sits in the pan and put it under the foam of that seat right there. So it's supporting us the whole time, so it won't be collapsing. And it doesn't sit too high. I'm about 5'9", and sits perfect for me. Like I said, showed you guys, bolts in perfect, no issues. It wasn't even really that hard. Just having all this stuff to do it and getting it done. Otherwise, pretty simple task, not rocket science. We're gonna put the ugly red seat back in for now until we get the CRX pan and rails. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, I'm bleeding the brakes right now. Here's a better look at that suspension. Obviously you can see it's nothing pristine. Max speeding rods, coilovers, and I don't know what little camber kit or what they have going on. I think there was a box in there for some Skunk 2 stuff, but I'm not sure how Skunk 2 camber kit looks. Either way, gonna bleed the brakes, put the red seat in. We're gonna start working on a little head unit probably, and finding some cheap speakers. We have some head units laying around. I just got a Kenwood aux one for free the other day we might throw in here. And obviously keep the budget low because I got it for free. I just got 2 amps for free the other day too. You know, so maybe we'll do a little system at $0, other than this car came with no speakers. There's no speakers in there at all, and no head unit. If anyone knows what, yeah, all that tint's gonna come out. We're gonna get this car re-tinted. We're gonna take care of the tags. We're gonna take care of everything at one point or another. I mean, fixed the window already. It was off track. It's a manual window, so they had the duct tape. We're gonna have to clean all this off. I don't blame them. I did the same thing on my Integra when the regulator went out. Another look at the engine bay. My brother did that ground I was talking about in the last video. So instead of it running all the way up and around and through the firewall back to the passenger seat, it now just goes down, up under the headlight, over, mounted on the strut tower. And obviously we checked it, turns on, drives, everything still. Now we just have to bleed the brakes, so that way we have brakes, because the ones in here suck. And just keep cleaning this car up. Eventually, I want to fix the fitment on the bumper, so that way that looks mint and the fitment is good on everything. Another issue that we have, let me move the socket, is the hatch does not lock. Not exactly sure what it is or what, but it just doesn't lock. So that's another thing we're gonna have to fix. These are good, obviously. I mean, it holds it up cool, everything. Fix the fitment on the lights. Fix all the fitment up. Probably get some new decals for here, and then maybe we'll up brand and pretend it's a SI, which I'm pretty sure it's a DX model. I don't want to talk too much about long-term goals. I wouldn't say hate, but dislike very much is drum brakes. Even on our Del Sol, drum brakes, which are nasty. I like disc brakes for performance and just looks. So I've been looking into some big brake upgrades for this, and not necessarily big brake, but just discs. So like I said, this is a budget build. We'll see what we could do, if we could find a car part out or what, and do everything for a real low budget and see what we could do. This is probably gonna get a rattle can spray paint job pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets the same thing. So yeah, moral of the story though, we got one seat in. Show you guys it can be done. It can be done. It's in here, and that one will be done. Needs to get cleaned again in here. I don't know, just working and jumping around, things get dirty. But yeah, and obviously that night it got super windy and cold, so we went in early. So a lot of things, look at that door panel, but a lot of things didn't get cleaned up how I would like them to be cleaned. But we're just gonna work on what we can work on right now. Actually making progress, which would be bleeding the brakes. We have a functional seat, 2 functional seats I would say, and yeah, it's time to get to work. Quick tip for those of you who don't know, the proper way you would bleed your brakes is the furthest one away from your master cylinder. So if your master cylinder is in the front driver's side, the furthest one away is going to be your rear passenger side, then your rear driver's side, then your front passenger side, and then finally your front driver's side. And that's what I'm telling you guys, and that's how we do it. It works. So yeah, okay, update. So those camber arms are like eBay ones. It's the upper control arms. I forgot about those. Those are skunk too. So I'm gonna assume the camber arms are just some eBay whatevers. If you look, well, you can probably see right there, that's a brand new caliper, so that's cool. The other side, I didn't check, I was inside pumping the brakes, but yep, brand new caliper there too. So we got 2 brand new calipers. Rotors are probably new too, because there's a box for rotors in the back and pads. So I'm assuming the whole brake system up front is brand new, which is cool. It's awesome. Obviously we have the coilovers all around, which I know they only did it in the last like 6 months or so. The rust, I mean, it's whatever. And the upper control arms and the camber kit, all that's pretty much new. Oh, this guy, he rolled the car back right now. Anyways, you know, it's the whole reason we took these seats out. And luckily my uncle had just ordered some bucket seats for his car, and he didn't have a need for these, so we got them for free. Other than that, yeah, I see sanding this down. You can see that seal's all junk. This right here, all the clips are broken for it. The hatch, I told you guys the clip's broken. But I mean, they did start sanding it down. Obviously no primer or nothing. Oh, and it's starting to rain now. But yeah, we're gonna install the red seat and should be good to go. Same day we got the seats in, the doubled in, and then got some wood in the back of the CRX, some plywood planks. Gonna see if we could build a little ghetto subwoofer box. We also replaced all 4 speakers, and yeah, it's time to go. This is a pool right now. Got our box with the 12 installed. Running the power wire. The power wire is gonna get attached to the terminal, obviously. Ran up. We got our fuse, so we're gonna splice that in, and then run this all the way to the back. Hook up the amp to the sub, and if you look in here, my bad, someone already had a ground in here, so we'll probably just chop a new end off of that and utilize it being there already. If not, we have some more wire, so it doesn't really matter. But the wire we brought in, if you guys watched the last video, is the same way the ground was, from the battery up over through the firewall, and the battery went to the passenger seat. He ran it up behind the head unit, kind of. It's like comes down under the center console, under the e-brake and all that, straight out the back. So yeah.
You want, yeah.